This guy spends 3 to 4 hours every single day blogging, runs a $100 million agency with 950 employees across 19 countries, and somehow has time to record a daily podcast that's hit 100 million downloads. But here's the part that'll make your brain glitch like a corrupted Excel file. He doesn't actually run his own company. The CEO does. Neil Patel just writes blog posts. You've probably seen him everywhere. His face pops up on every how to rank on Google article. His Ubersuggest tool is cheaper than your Netflix subscription. His website gets 3 million visits a month, and you're sitting there thinking, is this guy the real deal? Or is he just really good at SEOing himself to look like the real deal? But here's what nobody tells you. The actual business model behind Neil Patel is completely different from what you think. And there's a $30 million lawsuit involving FTX that might just blow the whole thing wide open. By the end of this video, you'll know where Neil's money actually comes from, whether his advice is legit or just beginner fluff, and why experienced SEO professionals either love him or want to virtually throw their laptops at him. Alright, quick thing before we dive in. I didn't just skim his blog and call it research. I spent the last 3 weeks going deep, analyzing NP Digital's client list, reading through BBBB complaints, dissecting the FTX lawsuit documents, tracking his social media metrics across 6 platforms, comparing what he teaches versus what he actually does, and digging through Reddit threads where real SEO professionals discuss him when they think he's not watching. I'm not here to worship the guy or roast him for clicks. We're following the receipts, the numbers, and the controversies. And honestly, what I found is way more complicated than just guru good or guru bad. Some of this genuinely surprised me. Let's get into it. So who is Neil Patel? He's basically the Coca-Cola of SEO. You've seen the brand everywhere. He's got 4.2 million social media followers. His blog ranks for every SEO keyword. He's been recognized by Obama, the UN, Forbes, and the Wall Street Journal. His origin story sounds legit. First job at 15, cleaning bathrooms. Built his first website at 16, failed miserably. Co-founded Crazy Egg in 2005, Kissmetrics in 2008, launched NP Digital in 2017. Real companies with real clients. Here's why you should care. Thousands of people are deciding whether Neil Patel's advice is worth following. Should you use Ubersuggest? Hire NP Digital? Is his free content valuable or just keyword stuffed fluff? Most people think Neil makes money being an SEO genius who discovered secret ranking tactics. But when you track where money actually flows through business filings and financial disclosures, you discover something more interesting. The guy who built his reputation on SEO barely does SEO anymore. And that FTX lawsuit, we need to talk about it. Alright, let's start with what Neil Patel's website tells you. According to the official story, he runs NP Digital, a performance marketing agency serving Fortune 500 companies. The client list reads like capitalism's greatest hits: Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Adobe, General Motors, Salesforce, CNN Brazil, United Airlines. The agency offers the full digital marketing buffet: SEO, paid advertising, content marketing, creative branding, mobile app marketing. It's like the Cheesecake Factory menu. 179 options, and you'll pick the most expensive thing because it sounds fancy. The revenue model seems straightforward. Small businesses pay $8,000 to $50,000 per project. Enterprise clients drop $50,000 to $200,000 or more. The agency employs 950 people across 19 countries. They claim $7 back for every dollar spent. But here's the genius part. He's not the CEO. Mike Gullickson runs day-to-day operation. Neil's official role? He spends 3 to 4 hours daily blogging. That's it. He writes posts, co-hosts a podcast, and maintains social media. It's like if Gordon Ramsay owned restaurants, but his job was just posting recipes on TikTok. His stated net worth is 9+ figures, at least 100 million. He owns 4 Beverly Hills homes and donates 100,000 to 150,000 monthly to charity. So that's the surface story. Successful agency owner, prolific content creator, generous philanthropist. Sounds great, right? But when you look at how money actually flows through his business ecosystem, the picture gets complicated. Okay, so let's talk about where Neil Patel's $100 million actually came from, and I need you to pay attention because this is where the whole thing clicks into place. NP Digital generates approximately $100 million in annual revenue. Real clients, real services, real money. But here's the thing. Neil doesn't run day-to-day operations. Mike Gullickson, the CEO, handles that. Neil explicitly said, "I'm a terrible manager. I hire people who are smarter than me." Now let's talk about his software empire, because this is where the margins get stupid good. Ubersuggest offers SEO tools at $12 monthly for individuals, $20 for businesses, $40 for enterprises. Compare that to RF's at $129 monthly minimum. Software has 70+% EBITDA margins. Once you build it, Every dollar is almost pure profit. He still owns Crazy Egg, the heat mapping tool from 2005. He acquired Answer the Public in 2022. The software portfolio is basically digital vending machines that print money while he sleeps. But here's what's fascinating. His major courses like SEO Unlocked, completely free, no paywall, no upsell, which seems insane until you realize the courses aren't the product. You are. The free courses generate leads for the agency. It's the digital equivalent of Costco's free samples. You came for the teriyaki chicken. You're leaving with a $100 membership. So the math works like this. About $100 million from the agency, tens of millions from software with insane margins, a few million from speaking and podcasting, and basically nothing from courses because the courses are just marketing. The content empire exists to feed the agency pipeline. He's not selling you education, he's auditioning you to become a client. Now here's where things get spicy. Neil Patel is simultaneously one of the most respected and most criticized figures in digital marketing. On the credibility side, awards are real. Top 100 entrepreneur under 30 by Obama, top 100 under 35 by the UN. Forbes, top 10 online marketers. He built companies before internet fame. Crazy Egg in 2005, Kissmetrics in 2008, real software products in real markets. But experienced SEO professionals treat him like that friend giving unsolicited advice at parties. His content is surface level at best, recycled at worst, optimized for ranking, not teaching. One core response, he is just a marketer, an advertising man, not an SEO expert. Black Hat World users described his content as making beginners think you're earning billions until you start knowing shit. The criticism isn't that he's wrong, it's that he's aggressively basic while positioning as an authority. Multiple marketers accused his team of copying content. Alex Burkett shared screenshots showing his Excel spreadsheets in Neil's articles, not inspired by, literally, the same spreadsheets. The Better Business Bureau shows 5 complaints in 3 years, not BBB accredited. Clients used words like predatory and subpar while being forced to remain in contracts. One complaint claimed $95,000 spent with fake results. So you've got a guy who legitimately built successful companies with real credentials, but whose marketing advice ranges from helpful for beginners to generic fluff professionals ignore. All right, now we need to talk about the elephant in the room, a $30 million lawsuit filed by FTX's bankruptcy estate in November 2024. Here's what happened. FTX, the crypto exchange that imploded in 2022, paid Neil Patel and his companies, NP Digital, and hilariously named I'm Kind of a Big Deal LLC, over $30 million for marketing services. Bankruptcy lawyers are now trying to claw that money back. They claim NP Digital charged FTX $6 million annually for services that comparable agencies charge $200,000 to $500,000 for. That's 12 times more expensive. It's like charging $60 for a Big Mac. The lawsuit alleges $14.8 million was paid to find a third-party consultant who was never actually found. $14 million to find someone they never found. That's not marketing. That's a magic trick where your money disappears. Internal FTX employees describe the work as so sloppy and terrible performance. Neil also accepted a marketing manager role at $75,000 monthly plus 100,000 FTX stock shares. Shares now worth approximately monopoly money. To be fair, these are allegations, not proven facts. Neil has responded. He notes the lawsuit came from bankruptcy lawyers, not former FTX operators. He claims FTX lawyers deleted all records. His agency won search engine land awards for the FTX work. He's working to dismiss the case. No court ruling has been made, but the optics are terrible. So what does Neil Patel actually do in 2025? The answer is simpler than you think. He spends 3 to 4 hours daily blogging. That's his primary job. He's a professional blogger who happens to own a marketing agency. He co-hosts the Daily Marketing School podcast with Eric Siu, approaching 100 million total downloads. Episodes are short, 10 to 15 minutes each. He maintains 4.2 million combined followers across 6 platforms. YouTube has 1.24 million subscribers. Facebook around 1 million. Instagram 640,000. His website attracts 3.1 million monthly visits. But here's what he doesn't do. Run NP Digital. CEO Mike Gullickson does. He doesn't manage the 950 employees. Regional CEOs do. He's explicitly stated he's a terrible manager who thrives as an individual contributor and brand builder. The actual job description, professional content creator whose content feeds a marketing agency that other people run. He's the spokesperson, not the CEO. He's Ronald McDonald, not the guy flipping burgers. And that might be the smartest business decision he's made. Focus on what you're good at, hire people to handle what you're bad at. His 2025 focus has pivoted toward AI search optimization. Ubersuggest launched an AI search visibility platform tracking how brands appear in ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini. Whether this is forward-thinking or just keyword chasing, time will tell. So is Neil Patel legit or just really good at marketing himself? Here's my honest take, he's both. Neil Patel is a legitimate entrepreneur who built real companies before becoming internet famous. Crazy Egg, Kissmetrics, NP Digital, real employees, real clients, real revenue. His $100 million net worth is anchored in actual business operations, not selling courses. That separates him from fake gurus. But the gap between marketing and reality is significant. He positions as an SEO expert, but experienced SEOs question his depth. Client experiences range from transformative to "we're suing you for 12 times overcharging." Free content is primarily lead generation for a high-margin agency sales. The most accurate description: Neil Patel is a world-class marketer who built genuine businesses, but whose greatest product is his own personal brand. His advice helps beginners. His tools provide budget alternatives. His agency has helped many clients. But premium claims, cutting-edge tactics, transformative results often don't match actual experiences. Could you learn from him? Absolutely, if you're starting out. Should you hire his agency for $6 million annually? Based on the FTX lawsuit, get a second quote. But here's what this investigation teaches us. When someone makes more money teaching marketing than doing marketing, that's your red flag. Neil's software and agency generate his wealth. The content, blog posts, podcasts, social media isn't the business. It's marketing for the business. He's not a marketing educator with a side agency. He's an agency owner using education as customer acquisition. This is opposite of the fake guru model. Fake gurus make money from courses while claiming to make money from what the course teaches. Neil makes money from legitimate businesses while giving education away free. The education just converts you into a client or subscriber. Whether that's genius or just good marketing depends on perspective, but understanding the business model helps you evaluate his advice properly. Follow what Neil does, not necessarily what he says. He built a content empire feeding a service business. If you're building a service business, his strategy works. If you want cutting-edge SEO tactics, look elsewhere. The future belongs to operators who share their work, not marketers who sell aspirations. Neil falls in the middle. Operator who markets really well. So what do you guys think? Is Neil Patel a legitimate entrepreneur who gets unfairly criticized by haters, or is he a world-class marketer whose greatest skill is marketing himself? Drop a comment below. I actually read every single one, and some of your ideas have turned into full videos. And look, if you want more deep dives into how these internet business empires actually work behind the scenes, hit that subscribe button. Next week, we're breaking down how MrBeast actually makes money, because spoiler alert, it's not from YouTube ad revenue. And trust me, when you see the numbers, your jaw is going to hit the floor. Thanks for watching this one. Remember, free advice is worth what you pay for it, but sometimes it's also the best marketing you'll ever see. See you next time.